Gotta go get my water. Be right back. Wow, word. Okay, I am here, Ohana's. I have stated that I was coming back. Let me see if my volume's up. Yes, it is. I said I was coming back. I was on this morning, and I said I was coming back on. Ain't nothing like some good cold water. Agua. Okay? Excuse me. Ohana's. We are family. I got all my brothers and sisters and me. We are family. Get up, everybody, and dance. We are family. You know why? Because I say so. Okay. I came on this evening. It's Central Standard Time here. It is 5:11. Okay. Today's Motivational Monday. I did my workout this morning or exercise, range of motion. Okay. When you like the video, share, turn on your post notification if you want to know. And I say that because if you want to know what I'm talking about, you have to set your notification, hit that bell, hit that like button, give me a thumbs up too. Thank you. Okay. The reason why I came on this evening, I said I was going to talk about how I took care of my ex-husband's mom when she was sick. For those of you who don't know, backstory, little backstory, certified nurse's assistant. And I was mentioning this the other day, and I said, you know what? I'm going to come back on and talk about it. So let's talk about it. The reason why I'm talking about this is not to brag, it's not to boast. It's just giving people a little backstory of kind of who I am, what I've done, how I do, and what I could still do, or whatever. So, I was a PCA worker. I said, actually, I was talking about it this morning too. PCA worker, took interest in becoming a certified nurse assistant by helping a hospice nurse. Okay. So, um, this was in 2006, 2006 or 2004, one of the two, in between that time frame. My husband's mom took ill. And of course, he didn't live in the same state as her. And he was from Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Well, that's he was born somewhere else, but that, you might as well say, hey, he was raised there. And so I will go with him, of course. Hello, how you doing? Shout out to you. Um, Anyone that's coming through positively, respectfully, please, because I'm talking about a story I said I was going to share from the other day. And this is about how I took care of my used to be husband's mom when she was sick. Thank you for the shout out. You welcome. And so, like the video, please. Thank you. So, she got sick. I was sick. And he got a phone call and everything. So, we drove to where she was because, like I said, he wasn't in the same state. And when we went there, she was in a hospital. Okay. This is me sharing a story about how I took care of my ex husband's mom when she was sick. I had already said I was going to say this. I had wrote it down. I mentioned it a couple of days ago, and I said I'm come back on to share the story because I was talking about me being a certified nurse's assistant. Okay, so that's that. So anyhow, when we got there, she was in the hospital. So we went to the hospital, and when we went in the room, she was in the bed, of course. And I said these words. I never will forget. Um, I said, "Oh my goodness, she looks like an Indian." She had two long braids coming down that was hers, and her skin tone and everything. That's what I said. Not to her, but in my mind. I didn't walk in the room and say, "Ooh, you look like an Indian." Yes, I said my ex-husband. Okay, so I'm telling the story. Thank you. Um, and to answer the question, yes, divorce. I divorced him. So anyhow, I'm gonna proceed with the question because this person right here is asking questions, and I'm telling the story and this story. And if you stick around, if you like to hear, I will finish it. Okay, thank you. Like the video, share, turn on your post notifications if you want to know one. Thumbs up. Thank you. So she was sick. Come to find out, she was diagnosed with cancer, and she was gonna either have chemotherapy or radiation. So I'm believing I want to say she ended up doing the radiation. Thank you. So um, she was getting better once she finished the radiation. And it's like we all know, sometimes when people, diagnosed with cancer, they have uh, relapse, reoccurrences, and things like that. And I'm also sharing this because I was saying this morning, I took care of terminally ill people, patients, in their home and in assisted living facilities. Okay. This is me telling about my story of what I was. I was a certified nurse assistant. Okay. And I shared this morning how I got started and interested into wanting to become one. And so I'm sharing the story. Okay. Thank you. If you come through and speak, I need for people to please listen to what I have to say. I don't want no nonsense going up and down the questions. If you listening to me, I'm telling a story. And so I'm sharing this because I was sharing it the other day and I said I was going to come back on and tell the story. So that's what I'm doing. So like the videos, thumbs it up, subscribe, turn on your post notification if you want to know why. That's the only way you're going to know what I'm talking about and what I'm about somewhat. So anyhow, I had started working with uh, patients in their home. Good night. Thank you for coming through. In their homes and it's nursing homes, assisted living facilities, and stuff like that. So when she got sick, that's my ex-husband. That is, he knew that I known a lot of stuff about cancer people or patients or whatever because I taken care of them, and he did too because his first wife, she had cancer, but that's irrelevant. So we're not going to get into that because he ended up not wanting to take care of his mom. Not saying that he didn't want to. So this is the thing. We went up there. She ended up having the radiation, and we went back home. We stayed up there a while. And so we ended up going back because I told him, I said, we need to make some trips to go and see your mom quite often. This is what I said. He didn't have no problem with it, but I suggested it that we did this. Ben and him both worked. We had good jobs. So we did. Well, she took a turn for the worse. She went blind And like I said, the cancer came back and she couldn't see no more. Totally couldn't see no more. So it was around Thanksgiving. I remember this. I ended up feeding her. And we had came down, was invited to somebody's Thanksgiving, house for Thanksgiving. And we fixed her a plate, took her to her home, house full of people. And I don't know what made me start to feed her, but I started feeding her. This is, I started feeding my ex husband's mom. And so when I was feeding her, I ain't gonna scarf the food down in her mouth. She couldn't see, but she feel and stuff like that. And she knew who I was because she'd seen me before she went blind. And so as I was feeding her, she said this to me. She said, could you feed me a little bit faster? Because I'm feeding, pausing, feeding, pausing. Of course, I want to make sure she's chewing right. And then people have a tendency of mistreating people when they're elder, sick, in nursing homes, and things of that nature. So me, the passionate person that I am, I was feeding her. Now this is the thing. She went back to the hospital. When she went back to the hospital, we went to the hospital again, and the doctor and nurses came into the room to tell everybody what was what. Okay, I don't know why everybody had the doctor and nurses explain to me what was her condition, what was going on, what they was going to do, what they weren't going to do, etc. And I had no problem. I'm glad I was there. I'm glad I was a blessing to be there. Okay. Hi. Thank you for coming through. And so I'm telling a story about how I took care of my ex-husband's mom when she was terminally ill. Okay. This is what I'm talking about. I don't want to hear nothing about no bugs, bees. Please don't come through here saying nothing unnecessary. Thank you. This is a topic that I wish to share. I want to share, and I'm going to say why once I get to where I'm going to with the story. So when the doctor came in there, the nurse came in there, I'm gonna ignore some of the stuff. If I see people speak, I'm gonna speak. But if I see some unnecessary stuff, you can say what you want. I see you like you're a fly on the wall, but I don't see you. Do not do that, please. I'm sharing a story. Thank you so much. Like the video, please. Thank you. So when the doctor and nurse came in there and explained to us about everything, we was there, I want to say 2 weeks. I want to say we stayed for 2 weeks. And they would take turns sleeping at the hospital with the mom. And I told him, I said, you go sleep at the hospital. Yes, I did say it like that because I shouldn't have had to say that. You know what I mean? That's your mom. You're gonna stay the night with your mom. I'm not a controlling person. I said it in a way like, you should stay the night with your mom. That's how I said it. He did. Now, mind you, his family loved me and I felt welcome being there. But still, I'm in a strange town environment. He stayed the night at the hospital with his mom. And when he got out, they switching shifts, taking turns, that is, to stay the night, the siblings and grandchildren and things like that. I'm at the house and I knew he had left the hospital. Well, he told me he did. He get back real late. He had went on somebody's house and helped them fix a vehicle because he did small engine repair. He know how to work on lawnmowers, tractor trailers, blowers, cars, etc. He was very, very, very good with engine repairs and small things. Well, hell, you might as well say big because he did motors, transmission, etc. True story. He was really, really good. And Hell, if I was with him, just saying, I would have a vehicle because he always we because we was married, but he always made sure we had 2 to 3 vehicles. Okay, so I said that I'm not bad mouthing him or nothing. What happened, happened. But I'm talking about share your time and spend some time with your mom. So he had left and stuff like that, and I'm waiting for him to come back to where I was at his brother's house because it was his brother's house, his wife, and 3 children. Okay, everybody would be gone because they had to work and the kids went to daycare or school, and I would be there by myself. Okay, I'm a big girl. I was okay with that. Brother and the wife, and it made me feel welcome, so I didn't feel out of place or nothing like that. No, that's not the point. But when he got in there, his brother was like, "Where was you at, man?" And I said some things too. Yes, I did. You do not bring me to a strange state, even though I knew his family, but still, that's not the point. I'm there. You, wherever you at, you don't do that. So anyhow, my main goal was you being there to support your mom. Okay, that's the whole thing. All that other stuff can happen afterwards. Okay, so she was in the hospital then, so she ended up getting out, and then that's when I end up. So I kind of told the story. Fast forward, she ended up getting out. Then when we went back a third, fourth time, that's when I ended up feeding her. Okay, and I remember it was cold. Of course, I said November, right? Milwaukee. Okay, snow. You know how high that snow gets there, right? Her window, well, her headboard was facing the window, so therefore her head, the breeze can come down on her. And so I asked him, I said, could you go get some plastic and some tape and tape up her window so it can the breeze won't come through? Now this is me saying this, okay? Not controlling, asking. Did you hear me? I said asked him. I asked him, go get some plastic and some tape and tape up that window because that breeze coming through. Hey, we sitting in the room and we could feel it. So he did that. But why would I have to say this? I hope I'm making sense. So I'm telling him to do this or mentioning to, not telling, I'm not controlling, but suggesting, mentioning, could you go get the plastic and the tape so you can tape up that window because that breeze. He did that. Now, mind you, there was people there too. Grandkids, children, her children. I fed his mom and she needed to be bathed. I'm pausing for a minute. I gotta drink some water. She needed to be cleaned up or bathed. Bathed, okay? Shower, bathe. And despite even if she was blind, why y'all didn't get no chairs and mats and things that you could put in the bathroom so you can take her in the bathroom and have the chair sitting in the shower tub and you could shower her and bathe her. She can walk, but she needed assistance. And she lost her sight, okay? Mm-mm. So I asked, did they have any gloves? They didn't have any gloves. Matter of fact, they didn't have no supplies for her. They should have had pull-ups, Pampers, diapers. They should have had Chucks. I don't know if y'all know what Chucks is, but that's what they used to call it the old school way. The liners that goes in the bed, in case somebody might soil themselves. I don't know if you know what that means either. And just to have it for protection. And then also what people don't realize too, when a person is confined to the bed and have not so much range of motion, meaning can move, you're supposed to have a special mattress. Okay? Because if not, they can get bad sores. And you're also supposed to flip them, massage them, okay? Because there's ways you can prevent them for getting bed sores. You can also have lift hoists. You can also have the proper equipment. That way they don't just have to be in the bed. They can sit up. And I get it. I'm talking about the ones that can. I get there's some people that is paralyzed or whatever, and they have less mobilities, but there's still certain chairs that let back into like recliner beds or whatever. You can exchange them over into that. That way they can sit up. It's all about circulation. Okay. Now I'm being a little serious here because I take that serious. I'm taking care of people, kids, people in assisted, not no nursing home. I did assisted living facilities. I love assisted living facilities better than nursing homes. That's just my opinion, okay? And so because I've taken care of people that was in assisted living facility, and I done seen people in nursing homes, and I see the difference. I didn't say it was better, but it is a difference because you're more in a livable apartment type of setting in a sense. Because some of them have assisted living facility where the husband and wife can stay together and they have their own like nice place. And I taken care of this one lady. She was 93 years old, and she taking care of herself and was driving until she was 93 and couldn't do it no more. She didn't have no family. And that's another thing I was talking about too. A lot of people don't have big families. And she only had one relative that was living, and he was older. Okay, so she didn't have no one. So she ended up going into the assisted living facility, and I would take care of her Monday through Friday from 7 to 12. Okay. Then I would go clean houses. Then, if I had a evening shift, but I did that. And then on the weekend, I did 12-hour shifts. I did 7 to 7. And I taking care of people in their homes. Okay. And then, because they had around the clock care. And they might have had a wife or someone there, but they needed a nurse to help bathe and help out because some of the people was elder or older or couldn't do it by themselves because you had people that had surgeries. Okay, I see the shadow. I got a screen door right here. I took care of this one man. He had a stroke, and his wife was there. This man had to be about 6'5" or 6'4", and she was the littlest thing. And so anyhow, this was in their home, and he couldn't move. So back to I'm just giving a little backstory of what I know. So I took care of her, and she needed to be bathed. They didn't have nothing there. So I asked them, do y'all have any Walmart's bags or anything? Might have been in Walmart, but the bags like Walmart's have, and they did. So I took 2 bags on both hands, put my hand through it, and I looped it around my wrist so it could stay on so I can bathe his mother. Now, mind you, she had grandchildren and children of hers there. And you mean to tell me y'all couldn't clean your mom? You couldn't bathe your mother? I did not care. I told or asked or said to my husband, I said, I'm going to bathe your mom. And I get it, sometimes men don't want to, look at their mothers and stuff like that, but I don't care. There's ways around that too. When you are taking care of someone that is not able to do for themselves, you don't look at their body. You take a towel and put it across them, and you can wash their bottom area and stuff like that. You got gloves on. I done taken care of men, and they had to go to the bathroom by being in the bed. And I give them that thing that they can hold themselves and do their thing. I'm not looking at them. I turns my head. I mean, like for real. I used to have to help bathe this lady. And only thing I would do, she would get in the shower. I would wash her back. But anything, and make sure she didn't fall. But anything else after that, she bathed herself. It was just basically like a security thing for her. I would be there, but she know how to hold on to the rails and stuff like that, so she wouldn't fall. And then there was mats and stuff, so she wouldn't slip. But I was there. So I'm saying that to say, even if you are, um, my daughters took care of their dad. Okay, and yes, it might have been a bit too much, but my daughter, she went to school to be a medical assistant. Okay, and so again, there's things that you can buy too for your loved ones when you bathe them and stuff like that. Just like you see people now when they showing themselves washing their hair and stuff like that, they got these clothes or whatever you want to call it. You can put on and get wet and stuff. But I'm just saying, throwing that out there, they did not bathe her. No, I bathed her and I took care of his mother all the way from where we came from. And you know what? I cannot say out of all my in-laws and mother-in-laws and sister-in-laws and stuff, and if they did, it never made me feel like they didn't. Matter of fact, I'm gonna be honest with you. One of his nieces checked him. If y'all don't know what check got with him, okay? You don't leave my auntie and you going and doing whatever, and she here. She put him in his place. One of his sisters did too. It wasn't a fake. Mm-mm, it wasn't fake. I know for a fact it wasn't. Just like my kid's father, his whole family loved me. And I so know this to be a fact. I hadn't seen my kid's father, my husband. Um, I was married twice. And so if y'all listening, what? She telling a story about this, that. No, I was married twice. My kid's father's deceased. And so when I first met them, they loved me. Right off the plane, standing there waiting on them to pick me up or pick us up from the airport. We came back from Germany. They wanted to do my hair and everything. Took care of me. Now this was in 1992. My kid's father got sick. It was, wait a minute now, see, 2011. So, or 2010. So I hadn't seen them since then. Okay. 1992. Last time I saw them was in probably 94. Okay. So 94. But the first time I met them was in 92. I say it like that. Oh, excuse me. Oh, goodness. So when I saw her again, they came to pick up my baby girl from my home to take her to the hospital from in a different state. And so I was upstairs And my daughter came and told me that she wanted to see me. And when I walked down the stairs, I ain't gonna lie, y'all, I felt like I was a princess. I'm so serious. When I came down the stairs, she was in my living room and she said these words to me. She said, "Oh my goodness, you are so pretty." And I'm gonna tell you why. When I first met her, I was pregnant, so I had a little weight on me. But when she saw me the recent time afterwards, she hugged me and everything. The last time I spoke with her was in 2014 when I was in Jacksonville, Florida. Okay. He was from, my kid's father was from Volusia County, which is Daytona Beach. And we lived in Bradenton, Florida. And I'd been to Bradenton, Sarasota, St. Pete, Tampa, Orlando, Tallahassee, and yeah, and I lived in Jacksonville. So anyhow, and she, "Hello, how you doing?" And so when she saw me again, she was so happy to see me. Every time she talked to my daughter on the phone, my baby girl, "Where's your mom?" And I felt so much love from his family, both of my husband's family. Yes, I'm not one for lying and going to talk bad on nobody's people. And then, hey, whatever happened, happened. That's between me, them, and the Lord, right? But no, I took care of my husband's mother, and she had children. I don't know why it happened that way. When that doctor came in that room, I kind of know, but I'm not trying to be messy. Okay. I know why. So when the doctor came in the room and the nurse, I guess everybody told him to talk to me, like explained it to her. Yes, yes, yes. And when he did, I don't know why they made it a difference. I don't know if that, you know what I'm thinking about? I said, why would they ask the doctor to explain it to me so I can tell them? I don't know. It might have had something to do with me being a certified nurse assistant and me understanding what he's saying. That's the only thing I can think about because I just thought about that. That was a brainstorm. So I could say it was an honor to be able to do that for my husband's mom. I bathed her, I fed her. The first impression when I met her, she met me, she liked me, and I felt love. And when that happened to her, it's like boom, 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 boom. It was like a really fast thing. And so, me being able to feed her, mhm, and when she said, "You can speed it up a little bit," I was happy that I was able to do that. And when I knew that she needed, like I said, I'm a certified nurse assistant. Ain't nobody got to sit up here and tell me nothing. I asked my husband, I said, "Could you see if she has some gloves or they have some supplies there, medical supplies?" Because she had went blind and couldn't see. So someone needed to assist her. And being that I knew that she needed this, I bathed her. I bathed her. And my husband was in there. And I told him, I said, "You're going to help." I said, "I know it's your mom. You ain't got to look at nothing, but if I need your assistance, you're going to help me." He did. So I'm saying all this. One of the reasons why it led me to come on here to say this, I'm going to say this. For one, God uses us all in the different ways He wants us to be. And sometimes people are messengers. But I'm going to say this. I done seen so many lives, people passing away. And this ain't got nothing to do with nobody with no fame, rich, money, or nothing. At the end of the day, they are people. You got the James Earl Jones, Frankie Beverly, Tito Jackson. That one guy, I don't know him, but I know his name starts with a Q, Quan, or something like that. Quan, I believe. Well, anyhow, you got that lady that was on Dancing with the Stars or something, and then you got that Olympic lady. She was from Africa, and I saw something where it said she escaped her abuse from her husband, but she still her life was ended or something. I don't know how she passed away. I didn't look into it, but I saw that glimpse. Notification. Even if you don't look at the news or whatever, you still get glimpse of things on different social media platforms: Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, news notifications, headlines, and all that. So what made me want to come on there and talk about this story, because I said I was going to talk about it a couple of days ago, and this led me to say this. Anybody that have a loved one that needs help, help them. Help them. I don't care if you know that you have a sibling, mom, dad, sister, cousin, brother, uncle, auntie, help them. Hmm. And I'm not saying any of this to brag. I done did my part. And I shared this with my dad Saturday, not yesterday, Saturday. My mom's not here. I miss her. But I keep her memories and the things that me and her had alive. Now, this is when we became adults. I became an adult, excuse me. But when I was a kid, I didn't feel that love from my mom. I'm not going to get into why. Read between the lines. So, as I became an adult, my mom was a totally different person than she was when I was a kid, okay? So when people sit up there and say, get over it, move forward, you're not there no more, I love my mom, especially the person she was as I became an adult, grown, or whatever you want to call it. But despite the things I went through as a child, I took care of my mom. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I told my dad that because my dad and my mom, I was raised in two-parent home, but uh, all the way up until I was old enough to leave. Okay, so I was raised with a dad and mom in the home. My mom and dad ended up getting divorced, like what 2, 3 years afterwards or so. But despite that happening, my dad did the eulogy at my mom's funeral for his girls. The point of what I'm trying to say is they were adults, okay? And no animosity or grudge, whatever my mom and dad went through. There's some things I could say, but when you move forward in your life, you don't forget, but you need to pick up the pieces and move on. Because at the end of the day, you're going to let your past define your future or your present moment. You're going to let that mess you up. And I shared this with my dad. My dad wasn't aware of a lot of things. And the reason being is sometimes your dad or your mom could be workhorses. You know, my dad was a hardworking man. He was a laborer type of person. He worked for Santa Fe Railroad, okay? And he was a countryman. And my mom, she was a hard worker. She worked, planned parties, weddings, graduations, had babysitting, etc. So coming up as a child, you could be rich and materialistic stuff or a roof over your head, food on your stomach, and clothes on your back. We didn't go without none of that. My dad was a carpenter. His brother was too. He was the one that made the prints for buildings and houses. So I say all that to say, still things happen, and you make a difference in how you want your present moment to be. We can work towards our future. We don't know what that is. We can just try to work towards what we like. People say, what do you see in 3 years of your life, man? You can only speak what you want, and there's nothing wrong with what you call it, talking it into existence in a sense. Manifest. Nothing wrong with that. So I'm saying, just because someone might have been a certain way, sometimes you need to forgive yourself and move on. And another thing, sometimes people don't look at things that they do. I spoke to my dad about that. I don't sugarcoat nothing, but I will say this. I took care of my mom, my sisters, my children's father, my other husband, mom, other people. My heart is pure. My love is pure. And I would do it again. But the sad thing of it is, it's a shame how people don't say what you've done. And I want to say this right, because I'm not trying to say it in a way as someone got to boast. They don't realize and recognize what you've done for them, but they want to look at someone else like they did it all. And they ain't did nothing. For real, for real. I love taking care of people. I got to experience taking care of terminally ill patients. I got to experience being there, and I'm reading a book to them, and they're looking at the sliding door. They have a sliding door, and it was a beautiful garden with flowers and everything. And I turned them in the bed. They're in their living room now. They could see the sky and stuff. Then I had to turn again, because I was turning every hour, 2 hours. You're supposed to turn them, right? And one of the family members has said, "You see this book on the island?" And they, described what it looked like and everything. And I said, "Yes, someone had made this woman a book." I got the book and I started reading. The book was beautiful. It was like poetry and positive motivational stuff and stuff like that. And then I read the book. I read the whole book to her. It wasn't like a thick book, but it was a book. And her eyes talked. When I say her eyes talked, she was looking at me as if she knew that she was about to pass away. And when she did, I said these words to her: "Don't you do this to me." It was on a Sunday. I had to bathe her. I had to put a pamper or diaper on her. Another CNA nurse came in and helped me get her dressed and everything. I had to wait for the coroner. The family came. I done got so many hugs. Thank you. All the things. At first, her grandson was doing it, but it started to be stressful. So they had hired nurses and things like that, hospice and stuff like that. And I was a certified nurse assistant. They had an LPN come in and they have hospice. Hospice wasn't there all the time. Certified nurse assistant to change shifts or whatever. Now, I couldn't give meds, but what I could do is um, it would be like already in a cup or something. I could hand it to them. And so So they have somebody, come in and do that. That's what I'm trying to say. But the ones that I can hand it to them. They can take it. Like Miss Reed, I never forget her name. She was so sweet. Um, I give her hers, or the nurse in the cafeteria area in the morning time. They give them their meds. Then they have someone at the nurse's station. You can wheel them down. Well, she could walk. Okay, so we'll walk down because I was having her exercise and everything. But anyhow, so she can go get her meds. If not, they can bring it to the room. So those are the type of thing. I took pleasure in my work and my job, and I'm sharing these things because you see all. Thank you so much, Snacky T99. Shout out to you. Oh, hi, Miss RN Bay. Oh my goodness, I have a new subscriber. Subscribe to my channel, turn on your post notification, and I watch ooh quite a bit of your videos. If you're still here, if not, okay. Um, Vegan videos, honey. I'm back there with you. I saw a lot of them, and like I said, Morningstar is a good plant-based vegan um, food too to try. Yes, they have some amazing sausages, um, buff. Oh goodness! Now y'all do the review. Y'all did the reviews. I want you to get some Morningstar buffalo chicken patties. They have the plain ones and they have the buffalo style ones. Now I'm gonna have to alarm you on this one. The buffalo one is kind of on the spicy side, but mm, and yes, on the back, I read my packages too. Certified vegan, plant based. It says that on there. It has because I learned that from Tabitha Brown. I used to watch all of her videos. I done watched them all. I was watching the Monday ones. I was watching the one with her and her husband Chance. Okay, on Fridays. Friday with Chance and Tab, and Mondays was with her and her daughter. Now her and that other guy. I forget his name, but anywho, that's what helped me stay focused. I know that's right. I know that's right. I had some fried mushrooms the other day. I put the link that I was telling you about the shirt that I bought. I put the link in that video that I did this morning. I put it pinned it in the link, and then also it's on my community wall. So yeah, I'm just on here babbling, but I'm telling the truth. I'm talking about my journey, and I'm sharing with people. You know, sometimes you gotta give people a little backstory about you because people want to know. They want to know, and it ain't got nothing to do with nosiness. It's about um, making a difference in the change. And as I was saying, I'm getting on track with my weight. That's one of the reasons we have to eat healthier to be healthier. Okay, we do, and that's what I'm working on too. And I saw a lot of your recipes and stuff that you had made, you and your husband, and the I watched the rib one. I watched the ones with the little nuggets that you said that you can put in sliders. See, I watched them. I watched the one that you made some the cauliflower mac and cheese. I watched that one. I said, you know what? I shared that with my daughter. I sure did. I shared that. Matter of fact, I shared about three, maybe four of your videos because there's a group on Facebook that is YouTube is YouTube subscribers monetization or something like that. I forget, but yeah, I share that too, and I shared it with my daughter. I said, you know what? I'm gonna get that. I'm getting some cauliflower. I'm gonna get that vegan cheese. I'm making that, and when I do, like you said, I'm gonna either make a video and tag you into it or let you know, when I'm doing a video or whatever. I'm gonna tell you why I do lives. I do a lot of lives because I'm a real person. I do a lot of lives because I like going live. I'm used to going live because I used to do lives when thank you. I used to sell jewelry. Well, I still do. But I did lives all the time on Facebook. I still have the jewelry thing going on. And I still sell jewelry. I sell jewelry, lip gloss, da 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 da. A lot of jewelry. Do you hear me? A lot. So me going live, I'm not a stage frightened or nothing like that. Y'all done seen me, my hair. You done see me in the gym, and I'm gonna get back. I got a slide window right. That dog upstairs, y'all. So I see a shadow, so it be looking like it's coming towards my door, but it's the stairs that's right here. But anyhow, enough of that. So that's why I do lives. I like to be very unique, authentic, different. I don't mind going live. Like I said, yeah, eventually try to get back into the gym. In the meantime, in between time, I've been going outside. I've been walking. I've been doing my little exercise thing I got in there, and I have a lot going on in my life. So I have to. Oh my goodness! I already talked to my son and my daughter. I got to get things going so I can start kind of like sorting out things, to move. And yeah, I'm not dreading the move. It's just a lot of stuff I gotta do. And I said, whoa. But it's all good. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I got going on. And so that's kind of like taking me in a way of, okay, I live by this by me. Gotta prioritize everything. Gotta write down everything. I got my planner, got my list of things I need, don't need, ain't gonna spend, or all that. Okay. But anyhow, I got on here and did my story about how I took care of my husband's mom when she was sick. And most importantly, I took care of my mom when she was sick. When I say take care of, I did my nurse's thing. Okay. I took care of my mom. I even took care of my mom when she was in the hospital. I would help the nurses and everything. So we see all the sadness in the news. We see all the sadness in our lives and in our family and things that is happening. That's why I say, please, when you come on my live, oh, shout out to you. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Much love to you. And I saw where you said you was doing the veggies, cutting up the veggies and stuff. Okay, okay. Mushrooms. Yeah, I had some fried mushrooms the other day. But anyhow, thank you so much. Um, this is me. Like I said, anybody, everybody, everybody ain't for everyone, but I'm for someone, and I want to get a point across, and not in no disrespectful way. That's the reason why I don't like when people come on here, but you can't stop it. People gonna say what they're gonna say. And like I told somebody earlier, they said, "How you know I'm writing?" I said, "I don't see what you're writing, but I see the writing going up because I'm not looking at it. I can see, but I'm not looking at it. I'm not reading it. So you say what you want to say. That's between you and God." Okay, hold on. I got another phone. Let me look you up while we on here. I sub to you. I hope I can find you because sometimes you be typing in people's names and stuff. I found you. I sure did. Cause you have a video up and it's look like a lake or something. So I found you. I subbed to you too. I sure did. This is my other phone. So I'm looking at it right now. Okay, y'all. Shout out to Storm Clouds. Mm-hmm. I got you. Okay, everyone. I'm about to get off here. I had a good time. Nice, real nice. I have three YouTube channels, but there's two that I basically be on. This is the main one, okay? The other one, I need to get back on there when I start my cooking and vegan stuff. Thank you for so much. Okay, I got you. Shout out to everyone that's came through. Holla, holla at what is it? EMELY. I don't want to say your name. I know you said hola, mi amor. So, I got you. So I'm gonna follow you. Oh my goodness. All right. Okay. My daughter, she went to school with her high school friend was from Canada. Hmm. But anyhow, I'm gonna get off here. Y'all set your notifications so you'll know when I come on here and do some more awesome videos. You are awesome. We are family. I call my subscribers over here Ohanas, meaning family in Hawaii. Okay, so when you hear me say we are family, that's why I say that. Okay, so anyhow, you know why? Because I said so. You too, and I'm gonna be checking out some more of your cooking videos and yours too. Well, I see it says Stormy, but I'm gonna say Snacky T99. I'll be checking you out, following you. Hey Corey Wickland, love and light to you. Peace and blessings to everyone. Have a magnificent day. Today is Motivational Monday. Do something to motivate yourself, okay? Everyone. Peace.